I'm going to take a look at purslane today. This is purslane that's just growing wild, sprouted up in one of our flower beds where the flowers had died off. And it's a really good example of when you feel led to eat something and you might not know what it is, but you're like, ooh, that looks like it might actually taste good. This plant, I see it every morning as I do my early morning meditations, and it keeps saying, eat me. I keep feeling like, eat me. And I looked it up. I had a suspicion it was purslane, which I have never really eaten, but I've read about. And it should be purslane. Good percentage chance on PlantNet that it's purslane. And so I have eaten a few lobes this morning, about 5 or 6, maybe about an hour ago. I'm not dead. I'm fine. No, it's purslane. So anyway, purslane has these long, kind of sturdy, succulent sort of stems, and then the leaves cluster around where the little offshoots are. It's kind of like, it's not a solid thing of leaves, but they grow a lot around where the little stems come off. You can see it in that example. This plant is a really good example of the doctrine of signatures. The doctrine of signatures says that nature leaves clues as to what something is good for. For example, walnuts look like a brain, and they're really good for your brain. These look like the arteries. If you really think about it, they look like veins or arteries, and purslane is good for your vascular system. It's high in omega-3 fatty acids. It's really good for that. It has a vitamin E in it. Has some other nutrients, but that really stood out to me because we're trying to eat more heart-friendly, lower cholesterol, things like that. It tastes slightly sour, not a lot. They say if you pick it first thing in the morning, it's a little more sour, which is what I did this morning. And it has a little bit of a saline factor. It brings the salt out of the soil. And contrary to what you hear a lot about salts, they're actually good for your heart. They're good for your vascular system, especially natural salts. So that is purslane. Start noticing the things around you that you're like, that's growing around me. I've seen this in multiple patches this season, more so than normal. It's standing out to me. The Native Americans believed that the remedy for whatever you had was growing around you in your environment. If you had an ailment, they would go look out in your native environment and see, okay, what's growing here that would help these symptoms? My feeling drawn to this and me trying to lower my cholesterol with these good fatty acids and things, it's like it decided to just be right here. It grew in a raised bed and I hadn't gotten around to doing it, but this being right in my face is like, eat this. This is what you need. The Turkish people, if you look on Wikipedia, you'll see all kinds of things. They used it in salads. You can put it in soups. You can cook it up and put it with tomatoes and feta and herbs and onions and garlic and cook it up. That mixture is so good. We do that a lot with Swiss chard, so I'm anxious to try the stems and the leaves of the purslane in there as well. You can also make that yogurt-based Greek dip that they usually put like cucumbers and different things in. So check it out. Look around. See if you've got some purslane growing. It just grows wild here in northwest Georgia, but I think it's all over the U.S. Y'all take care.